Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Gunmala Kapoor with the midday news. The headlines. Political crisis deepens in Madhya Pradesh. Senior Congress leader Jyotiradiya Scindia resigns from party after meeting the Prime Minister and Home Minister in Delhi. Congress expels Scindia for anti-party activities. 19 Rebel Congress MLAs send their resignations to Governor. Air Force plane brings back first batch of 58 Indian pilgrims stranded in coronavirus hit Iran this morning. WHO says coronavirus outbreak has spread to over 100 countries, claims over 3,800 lives. Holi, the festival of colour, being celebrated across the country. And in badminton, All England Championships to begin at Birmingham tomorrow. V Sindhu to lead the Indian contingent. Senior Congress leader Jyotiradiya Scindia today resigned from primary membership of the party amidst the political crisis in Madhya Pradesh. In his resignation letter to Congress President Sonia Gandhi, Mr. Scindia said that he had been in the party for the past 18 years. But he said he is unable to serve the people of his state and country by staying in the party any longer. On the other hand, the Congress said that Mr. Scindia has been expelled from the party for his anti-party activities. Earlier in the day, Mr. Scindia met Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah in New Delhi. After senior Congress leader Jyotiradiya Scindia resigned from the party, the Kamal Nath-led government is on the verge of collapse in Madhya Pradesh. 19 Rebel Congress MLAs sent their resignations to the Governor Lalji Tandon. The Congress leaders in the Gwalior-Chambal region are submitting en masse resignations in support of Mr. Scindia. And now we go over to our correspondent for the ongoing political developments. Sanjeev, please tell us what is going on in the Congress and the BJP camps in Bhopal.
Gurumala, as you already informed to our listeners that after senior leader Jyotiradiya Scindia resigned from the party, the Congress government on the verge of collapse. Many leaders resigning in support of Mr. Scindia. On the other hand, meetings are being held in Bhopal to discuss the changing political development. Meeting underway at BJP office in Bhopal in which many senior leaders including Shivraj Singh Chauhan, V.D. Sharma and Vishnu Sahasrabudhe are present. While senior leader of Congress assembled at Chief Minister's house, Congress leaders Digvijay Singh, Jitu Patwari, Bala Bachchan, Sajjan Singh Verma and many more are present at the Kamalnath residence and discussing future strategy. Ji, Gurmala.
Sanjeev, what are the latest party positions in the State Assembly?
Gurmala, in normal situation, 116 MLAs are needed for a majority in MP in normal situation. Till now, Congress had the support of 121 MLAs. Of these, the Congress had 114 MLA, while 2 of the Samaj Party, 1 of BSP and 4 independent were also supporting the Congress. Now the situation has changed and will become clearer by evening. Since resignations are constantly coming, it is difficult to say how many MLAs are with whom. But as per our information, and you also informed to our listeners, till now 19 MLAs including 6 ministers tendered their resignation in support of Jyotiradiya Scindia. So far, no response has been received from Kamal Nath. It is being said that he is discussing various options with their supporting leaders. Gurmala.
Thank you, Sanjeev. The Congress government in Madhya Pradesh has plunged into a crisis after at least 17 ruling party MLAs have gone incommunicado. The missing MLAs, which include 5 ministers, are all backers of former Guna MP Jyotiradiya Scindia. The first batch of 58 Indian pilgrims stranded in coronavirus hit Iran landed at the Indian Air Force station of Hindon in Ghaziabad this morning. All passengers are being screened by medical experts. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar thanked the Indian Embassy in Iran for their efforts and the Indian medical team there for operating under challenging conditions. He also appreciated the Indian Air Force and the Iranian authorities for their cooperation. The minister said the government is also working on the return of some other Indians stranded in Iran. Earlier, talking to AIR News exclusively, Wing Commander Karan Kapoor of the Indian Air Force said that a team of 14 officials with 4 medical staff was sent there last night for the mission. Iran has announced 43 new deaths from the novel coronavirus, bringing the overall toll to 237 dead. The Iranian Health Ministry said that 595 new cases across the country have been confirmed. This brings the overall number of confirmed cases to 7,161 till yesterday. Meanwhile, travel restrictions are being imposed across Italy to prevent spread of the virus. Italian Premier Giuseppe Conte said that the restrictions will come into effect today. 6 more COVID-19 positive cases are reported in Kerala today, taking the total number of cases in the state to 12. More from our correspondent.
Kerala is in high alert as the COVID-19 cases rises in the state. Out of the 12 positive cases, 5 people had returned from Italy and others are their relatives. The condition of all the patients remain stable. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan said that all the public events of the government for the month are being cancelled. Classes and exams till 7th standard is being suspended. Exams of class 8, 9, 10, 11th and 12th standard will continue as scheduled. Colleges including professional colleges will remain closed for the month. Chief Minister also urged people to avoid mass gatherings and restrict the festivals and other events to mere formalities. Mr. Vijayan said that these restrictions will continue for the month and there is no situation of panic. Indeed, these restrictions are measures to prevent the spread of the disease and urged people's support for the same. Mayusha for AR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
In Maharashtra, the Pune Divisional Commissioner Deepak Maisikar has said that the condition of 2 corona-positive patients being treated in an isolation ward of the Naidu Hospital in Pune is stable. He said that both of them travelled to Dubai in the last week of February with a group of 40 people from various districts of Maharashtra. In view of a possible threat of transmission of the novel coronavirus, the Manipur government has sealed the Indo-Myanmar international border along the Manipur sector. An order issued by the State Home Department said the movement of people across the international border with Myanmar has been prohibited and gates number 1 and 2 at More town and other crossing points have been closed along the Manipur sector of the Indo-Myanmar border. Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba reviewed the actions and preparedness for management of the novel coronavirus with Chief Secretaries of all states and Union Territories through video conferencing yesterday. He emphasized upon actions like surveillance at all points of entry, surveillance in the community, laboratory support and hospital preparedness. Mr. Gauba called upon the states to scale up their logistics, quarantine facilities, capacity building, information management and risk communication. 1 more new case has been reported from Punjab. As of now, there are 44 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the country. Chinese President Xi Jinping visited novel coronavirus-hit Wuhan city today for an inspection of the epidemic prevention and control work. This is his first visit to Wuhan, even as the Chinese health authorities announced 17 new deaths from the virus in the past 24 hours, bringing the overall toll to 3,136. The overall confirmed cases on the mainland have reached nearly 90,000. The World Health Organization has said that the threat of the coronavirus outbreak becoming a global pandemic is now very real after the deadly virus has spread to over 100 countries. Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said yesterday, now that the coronavirus has a foothold in so many countries, the threat of a pandemic has become very real. Mr. Ghebreyesus said that it could be the first controlled pandemic in history as the decisions to take by governments, businesses and individuals could change its course. First originating in the Chinese city of Wuhan in December last year, the coronavirus has spread to 105 countries across the world, claiming 3,819 lives and infecting 110,029 persons. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. The Festival of Colours, Holi, is being celebrated across the country today. The festival signifies the victory of good over evil and the arrival of spring. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have greeted the people on the occasion. In Uttar Pradesh, Holi is being celebrated with a great deal of joy and enthusiasm. The police have made elaborate arrangements to prevent any untoward incidents during the festival. More from our correspondent.
The extravaganza of colors is being celebrated in a unique way in Mathura and Vrindavan. Whole city is submerged into festivities of Holi, with chants of bhajans, dance, colors, water, flowers and sweets. Different sections of societies like foreigners and widows are also taking part in festivities since morning. Historic Ram Bharat procession also carried out in Bareilly district. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
In Telangana, a massive awareness campaign is underway to enhance awareness about various aspects of nutrition and health amongst people. The Hyderabad-based National Institute of Nutrition, NIN, a premium institute of the Indian Council of Medical Research, has developed e-modules for creating greater awareness. NIN Senior Deputy Director Dr. Raghunath Rao, who is the key contributor for developing these e-modules, has said that Poshan Abhiyan is empowering the country through nutrition education.
The National Institute of Nutrition, Hyderabad, in association with Department of Women and Child Development, as part of the Prime Minister's ambitious program on Poshan Abhiyan, the Poshan Abhiyan's main aim is overarching scheme for holistic nourishment. In simple words, we can say that this is nothing but empowering the whole nation through nutrition education. So not only that, women has been given the utmost priority as part of this educational program. The main aim of this e-learning modules is to educate the public on various aspects of nutrition and health, particularly the basics of nutrition, the infant and young child feeding practices, and the importance of nutrition, particularly for pregnant women.
Meanwhile, several programs like rallies and workshops are being organized across the state as part of Poshan Abhiyan in Telangana. The Railway Ministry has constituted a group of secretaries, a GOS, to advise the terms and conditions for private passenger train operators to operate trains with world-class technology covering the Indian Railways network and to provide world-class services. This was stated by the Railway Minister Piyush Goyal in reply to a question in the Lok Sabha. The Minister said that at present, no passenger train service over the Indian Railways network is being operated by private operators. Oil prices surged more than 6% in Asian trade today following heavy losses a day earlier after top exporter Saudi Arabia began a price war with Russia. West Texas Intermediate was trading up 6.1% at more than $33 a barrel, while Brent crude advanced 6.6% to over $36 a barrel. Prices had plunged by almost a third yesterday, the biggest drop since the 1991 Gulf War, after Riyadh drove through massive price cuts in a bid to win market share. Undeterred by the coronavirus outbreak, Indian shuttlers will continue to chase glory at the All England Championships beginning in Birmingham tomorrow, with reigning world champion V Sindhu spearheading the campaign. Sindhu, former silver medalist Saina Nehwal and Kidambi Srikanth will eye valuable points to squeeze inside the top 16 before the deadline for Olympic qualifications ends on the 28th of April. Indian Grandmaster Dronavalli Harika was held to a draw by Zanse Agblumalik of Kazakhstan in the 7th round of the FIDE Women's Grand Prix Chess Tournament in Lausanne, Switzerland. She remained on 4 points, half a point behind the two Russians. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. The political crisis deepens in Madhya Pradesh. Senior Congress leader Jyotiradiya Scindia resigns from party after meeting Prime Minister and Home Minister in Delhi. Congress expels Scindia for anti-party activities. 19 Rebel Congress MLAs send their resignations to Governor. Air Force plane brings back first batch of 58 Indian pilgrims stranded in coronavirus-hit Iran this morning. WHO says coronavirus outbreak has spread to over 100 countries, claimed over 3,800 lives. Holi, the festival of colour, being celebrated across the country. And in badminton, All England Championships to begin at Birmingham tomorrow. V Sindhu to lead the Indian contingent. And with that we end the Midday News.